This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me, as always. It is very much appreciated. Truly incredible results last week, wasn't it, really, for Classic Watch 25, managing to take out all four classics in the UK and the USA last weekend. So all attention now turns to the French 1000 and 2000 guineas this coming weekend. And today we're going to take a look at a Classic Watch 25 possible that is based in France. But before we do that, where can people find these wonderful horses on this fantastic site? classicwatch25.great/site.net is where people will be able to find these horses. A quick scroll down now and people will see that the site really is coming together now. Australian trained horses, Japanese trained horses, USA trained horses, UK trained horses and Irish trained horses all on the site now. Hopefully we should have some French trained horses coming on this week, or at least other horses based in other countries that will contest in the French classics. One thing I'm not very good at is updating roll of honours. I tend to just stick the horses on and leave them for a while. So all 6 classics won by the site. 7, sorry, because it's worth remembering that 2 in Australia and 1 in Japan have already been taken out at this point as well. They're not on there, the actual classics themselves. Just races won by the horses that I was putting on there ahead of the races. But yeah, classicwatch25.great/site.net is where people will be able to find these incredible horses, hopefully, all through the season, with an updated roll of honour as well. Right, the horse we're going to take a look at today is called Better Together, a female. Born on the 5th of May 2022, sired by Oasis Dream out of a dam called Shared Account, who herself is out of Dancilly. This horse owned and bred by Juddmonte Farms, although it was bred by Juddmonte Island. And the horse is currently trained by Andre Fabre, the French genius, who is out in France based and has a legacy of success all throughout his training career for those that who are new to horse racing. People can take a look at the form of Better Together. The horse has won 3 out of 4 starts and has currently earned €91,000 in her career so far. People see already the horse is a double pattern winner. The horse has won a listed and a Group 3 race at Deauville. In fact, the horse has never raced anywhere else but Deauville in his career so far. Her career so far. Listed and Group 3 winner. And looking like, if people scroll down, looking like taking her chance in the SI Pouliche, where she is at the participant probable status now, ahead of the race on the 11th of the 5th, 11th of May. And she's also entered in the French Oaks as well, the Prix de Diane. I know some people like to take a look at these horses on the Racing Post as opposed to the French Gallop. You will see that the form is pretty good. When it won by half a length, beating Rogue Sensation in the listed Prix de Diane at Deauville. The horse ran to a mark of 98. And when the horse won the Prix Imprudence on her 3-year-old return in 2025 Group 3 race, again at Deauville, she beat Gouffran by 1 length and run into a career best Racing Post rating so far of 106. So a long, long way to go yet, it's fair to say, if this horse is going to make a mark in classics. I do like the pedigree of the horse, though. It's an interesting pedigree that seems to be improving last year with horses I missed myself. So this year we will try and see how we go with Better Together. Don't know if she's entered in any races in England. No, she is not entered in races in England at this stage. So just the French classics at the moment entries, the French 1000 guineas and the French Oaks. People will take a look at Better Together on the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database. They will see that everything is up to date. 4 starts, 3 wins, 1 place, €91,000 won in France. And you'll see there the horse has won the listed Prix de Diane at 2 and the Group 3 Imprudence at 3. So everything up to date. What we need off this site is the dam line of the horse. People will see that Better Together is dam line 1p. So that is the dam line we need. We don't really need to have a deep, in-depth pedigree look at the history of this pedigree line, 1p, because it has been done in another video. So what we will be doing today is we'll be taking a look at the first 5 dams of Better Together. We'll be picking up any well-bred horses that we find along the way in the usual fashion. Then what I'll do is I'll include a card to the horse that we need to enable people to take a look at what else we've found on 1p in the Classic Watch process. And then we will watch the horse win Better Together. We'll watch the horse win 2 listed races. The Prix Sedan at Deauville. No, 2 pattern races, sorry. The Prix Sedan at Deauville. And we will also watch the horse win the Group 3 Prix Imprudence at Deauville as well. A race that traditionally used to be held at Maison Lafitte before the closure of that track. Right, we're going to get on now. Before we even get to the dam of the horse, Better Together, we've got to take a look at 3 relatives of the horse. Pocket Square, a filly, foaled in 2017, sired by Knight of Thunder, out of a dam called Shared Account as well. Pocket Square raced 10 times in her career, managing to win 5 of her starts and finished third in another 1 time for earnings of $314,005 US dollars. This horse used to be trained by Roger Charlton in the UK, where he managed to train it to win the Group 3 Prix de Reservoir at 2 in 2019. And then the horse went to America and at 4 managed to do a double Group 3 winner when the horse took out the Group 3 Athenia Stakes in the USA at Belmont, over 1 mile, 1 furlong. She is currently producing stock. You'll see there a 2023 foal by Kingman. So it's not long before Daughters or Pocket Square will get on the track, in my opinion. Another one we need to take a look at is Yes Yes, a filly foaled in 2018, sired by Camelot, out of Shared Account again. Yes Yes only raced 5 times in her career. She managed to win 3 times in her career and finished third on another 1 occasion, earning 51,131 UK pounds in her career. Yes, yes, again, won the listed Chester Hill Stakes of 2021, and she was also third in the Group 2 Park Hill Filly Stakes the same year in a race held at Doncaster. Trained by Rafe Beckett in her career. Sandshare, a mare foaled in 2016, sired again by Oasis Dream. So this one really is a full sister, to Better Together. Sandshare raced 8 times in her career. She was actually in the first 3 in 4 of her 8 starts. 1 win, 1 second and 2 thirds. Earnings 38,616 UK pounds in her career. Sandshare was placed in the Group 2 Mayhill Stakes at Doncaster in 2018. And she was also placed at 3 in 2 listed races over 10 furlongs. The Uphaven Filly Stakes at Salisbury and the Prix Melisande at Longchamp. Another one trained by Rafe Beckett, Group 2, and dual listed placed full sister to this horse, Better Together, who is already a listed and Group 3 winner. Decent enough 3 dams there, 3 relatives though. We're now at the first dam of the horse, who is Shared Account. A mare foaled in 2010, sired by Dansili, out of Imbabala. Shared Account managed to beat the judge once in 8 starts, but she was third on another 3 occasions, earning 60,250 euros in France for her trouble. Shared Account, decent enough horse, placed in 2 listed races, placed in the 2013 Prix de Liancourt and the 2014 Prix de Tourelle, over 1.5 miles. And as you have seen, the horse is a multiple black type producer, as well as being dual listed placed herself. She's also quite a well-bred horse, related to Zambezi Sun, a horse foaled in 2004. Another one sired by Dansili, out of Imbabala. So this is a full brother to the dam of our horse. Zambese's son, decent enough career in his life, winning 15 times in his racing, 15 times in his career, managing to win 4 times. And the horse was in the first 3 in 6 of 15 starts, earnings of $853,754 American dollars in his career. Good horse, Zambese's son, winner of the Group 3 Grand Prix de Paris of 2007, as well as winning the Group 2 Prix Foy as well, as being placed in another 2 Group 2 races, the Grand Prix de Chantilly and the Prix Niel. Pretty good horse, Group 1 and Group 2 winner, Zambese's son. He stood at stud in 2010, and then before heading to Ireland in 2017, where he has majorly sired national hunt horses. It's fair to say, I actually couldn't find a record of him on Aryan Pedigree. Another record evidence there of an Irish trainer, Irish stud farm, who deem it financially inviable to advertise their horses on a New Zealand-based stud flat site. But it would help me if they did. But they don't seem to have any inclination at all to do that, some of these Irish trainers. So as a result, I couldn't really find some of these Irish studs. I couldn't find any record of Zambese's son at stud on the Aryan Pedigree. But yeah, a very interesting horse nonetheless. Group 1 winner of the Grand Prix de Paris. Another horse we need to look at is a horse foaled in 2000, Calabar, sired by Kayazi out of Mbabala. Calabar raced 18 times in his career, managing to win 3. He was in the first 3 in 12 of his 18 starts. Earnings of £98,724 for his trouble. Calabar had a decent career as well, winning at the Group 2 level in 2003. Winner of the Group 3 Prix Guillaume d'Ornano. And the horse was placed in another 3 Group 2 races, the Eugene Adam, the Prix de Conseil de Paris, and the Prix de la Force, a Group 3 race as well. Also a winner over jumps in the UK. I think after his career at Juddmonte in France. But yeah, very interesting horse, Calabar, it's fair to say. World Heritage, a gelding born in 2006, sired by Kayazi again out of Mbabala. World Heritage raced 18 times in his career, managing to win 2 races and finishing in the first 3 in 7 of 18 starts, earnings of £140,396 United Kingdom pounds for his trouble. World Heritage, another one, went round quite well in France, it's fair to say, being a Group 2 and dual Group 3 placed horse, placed in the Prix Eugene Adam at Maison Lafitte, and also placed in 2 Group 3 races, the Prix de Lys at Chantilly, and the Prix de Prince Orange at Longchamp. Triple Group 3 placed, Group 2 and Group 2 and dual Group 3 placed horse. Sorry for the wrong information there. World Heritage. Decent enough horse. They're all of a similar level, it's fair to say, aren't they? Zero Gravity is another horse, a mare, foaled in 2009, sired by Dan Silly out of Mbabala. Zero Gravity won 3 of her 5 starts in France, earning €51,500. Not a bad horse, won over half of her starts, including a win in the listed Prix Petit Etoile of 2012 at Deauville on the all-weather. This form here has got Deauville all-weather form as well. You'll see there that she is a black type producer at Zero Gravity. And that is through this horse, really, it's fair to say, Kalpana. Horse I missed last year, a filly, born in 2021, sired by Study of Man, out of Zero Gravity. Kalpana won 5 of her 8 starts. She was a horse that was never out of the first 3 in 8 starts. 5 wins, 2 seconds and a third, for current earnings of £424,677 UK pounds. I'm expecting this horse to race again at 4 this year. Group 1 winner Kalpana. She won the British Champion Fillies and Mares Stakes of 2024. She also won the Group 3 September Stakes and the listed Glasgow Stakes at Hamilton. She was also second in the Pretty Polly Stakes and the Ribblesdale at Royal Ascot early in her career. Very interesting filly, Kalpana proved to be. And if this one's as good as that, then we've got a chance, it's fair to say. We're now at the second dam of the horse, Better Together. Imbabala, a mare foaled in 1995, sired by Zophonic, out of Interval. Imbabala was in the first three in four starts in her career, one win and two thirds, earning $11,464 in her career. No pattern race form for Imbabala. She did race in France and won over 1,600 metres, multiple black type producer, and as you can see, the horses she is bred, we've had a look at already. So yeah, although she didn't win on the track, decent enough second down, it's fair to say. We're going to look at now, what are we going to take a look at? A horse called Short Pause, I think. Short Pause, a horse foaled in 1999, sired by Sadler's Wells, out of Interval. People will see that Interval is the dam of Imbabala as well. Short Pause raced 46 times in his career. A long career, this one. 6 wins, 7 seconds and 6 thirds. 19 of 46 times in the first three. Earnings of £210,950 in his career. Short Pause, a very interesting career, winning 2 listed races, the Prix de Boulogne in France, all these in France, I think, the Prix de Boulogne listed race, and the Prix de Reux listed race, also winner of the Group 3, Prix de Hedouville. I don't know what year that was. The horse was also second in several Group 2 races, and also fourth in the Group 1 Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud as well. The horse was third in the Prix de Harcourt, it was also second in the same race, second in the Prix Dollar, second in the Prix Foy, second in the Prix Maurice de Noy as well. So dual listed Group 3 and dual listed 5 times. Group 2 placed. Pretty interesting horse, Short Pause, although the horse did race on a lot of occasions. Cheyenne Dream, a mare foaled in 1991, sired by Dancing Brave, out of Interval. Cheyenne Dream, a horse that raced 10 times in the first three in 4 of 10 starts, 2 wins, a second and a third, earning €66,164 for her trouble. Cheyenne Dream won the listed Prix Bagatelle in France and was placed in 2 Group 3 races, runner-up, the Prix Chloé and the Prix de Chêne. So again, good, solid enough career from Cheyenne Dream, sent to North America as a brood mare. Well, I did see evidence of her breeding. This horse here, Indian Choice. Indian Choice, sired by With Approval, out of Cheyenne Dream. Indian Choice won 3 out of 11 starts, earning 63,857 UK pounds in his career. We'll see the Indian Choice again. Another one who won the Prix de Boulogne, this time in 2008, and the horse was placed in the Group 3 Prix du Prince d'Orange as well. Racing in France, another one, bred and owned by Judmont. We can take a look now at the third dam of Better Together, a horse called Interval. Interval, a mare foaled in 1984, sired by Habitat, out of Intermission, a horse born the year before me in 1973. Interval won for half of her 8 starts, 4 of her 8 starts, and was in the first 3 in 6 of her 8 starts, earning $116,970 American dollars. Good career, Interval. She won what is now the Group 2 Prix Maurice de Geest of 1987. She also won the Hackwood Stakes, second in the Group 2 Lowther, and classic placed in the 1,000 guineas of 1987. Interval. The first piece, I think, of classic place form that we've seen on this line up to this date. Yeah, very good. Third dam, classic place third dam, as well as shared account to 1 and 2 listed races. So the first 3 dams looking quite strong, it's fair to say. We're now going to take a look at Interim, I think, a mare foaled in 1991, another one sired by Sadler's Wells, out of Intermission. People will see the Interval was out of Intermission as well. Interim raced 22 times in her career, winning 5 times. She was second on 6 times and third 3 times. 14 out of 22 starts in the first 3. Earnings of $347,200 261 US pound, the American dollars, sorry, for her trouble. Interim, another one. Very good career at 3. She won the listed Ballymacole Stud Stakes of 1994. Second in the Group 3 Lancashire Oaks, now a Group 2 race. And third in the Village Trial, also at Newbury. That's the Oaks Trial. At 4, the horse won the Group 3 River City Breeders' Cup, a Group 3 race. And the horse also won the Group 2 Le Prevoyante Handicap. So Group 2 and Group 3 winner in the USA and the listed winner and Group 3 placed in the UK. Pretty good horse, Interim. Black type producer herself, you will see. And we're going to take a look at some of them horses now, I think. Midships is the first. A horse born in 2005, sired by Mizzen Mast out of Interim. People will see that Midships raced 16 times in his career, winning on 5 occasions and finishing in the first 3 on 11 of his 16 starts. And another one who won quite well. Earnings of $528,041 American dollars. Midships went to stud in France and the Czech Republic in his day. Another Group 1 winner of the Group 1 Hollywood Derby of 2008 in at Hollywood Park. And at 4, he added to that, winning the Group 1 Charles Whittingham Memorial Handicap and also the San Juan Capistrano Handicap and the San Luis Rey Handicap as well. Dual Group 2 and dual Group 1 winner at 3 and 4. Stud in France and relocated to the Czech Republic at some point. Midships, a horse that's had a good career. Principal Role, a mare foaled in 2007, sired by Empire Maker out of Interim. Principal Role won the race 16 times in her career, managing to win 5. She was actually in the first 3 in 11 of 16 starts, earnings of $238,766 UK dollars. They wish. US dollars. Sorry, Principal Role, another one. Very good career, it's fair to say. At 3, she won the 2010 Swettenham Stud Newbury Village Trial, and she was also third in the Group 3 Nell Gwyn Stakes. Good classic trial horse in 2010, wasn't he? At 4, the horse won the listed Hopping Stakes at Newcastle and was third in the Group 1 Nassau. Mare she was actually. Third in the Group 1 Nassau. And at 5, the horse was third in the Group 2 Sheepshed Bay Stakes in America at Belmont and was also third in the Group 3 Bogey Stakes at Belmont as well. So Group 1 and Group 2 placed, dual listed winner in two continents. Principal Role, a very good career. And again, people will see the clue that she is a black type producer. Flight Leader, a colt born in 2020, sired by Frankel out of Principal Role. Flight Leader raced 7 times and managed to win 3 of his 7 starts. Earnings of €72,500 in France. Up to this day, the horse still going round at 5. Flight Leader winner of the Group 3 Prix Noailles of 2023 at Longchamp. Very good performance that must have been, because that race takes some winning. The next one we're going to take a look at is Staging Post. Staging Post, a horse foaled in 1998, sired by Pleasant Colony out of Interim again. Staging Post raced 14 times in his career, managing to win 3, 6 seconds and a third in the first 3 in 10 of 14 starts. Earnings of $193,224 US dollars. Another good career, Staging Post, second in the Group 1 San Juan Capistrano Invitational Handicap, and was also second in the Group Grade 2 Bowling Green Handicap in the USA. The horse sadly died in 2019. Staging Post was a stallion, but again, I ran the line through area and pedigree, and I couldn't really find anything at all that were related to Staging Post as a stallion. Unfortunately, the next horse we're going to take a look at, I think, is Intermission. The 4th dam of the horse itself, 1973, Better Together. I'm going to take a look at Intermission now. Intermission foaled in 1973, sired by Stage Door Johnny out of Peace. Intermission, another one that won over half of her starts, 3 out of 6. She was also second on one more occasion earning $32,216 in her career in the mid-70s. Intermission won the Cambridgeshire 1976 handicap winner and was also fourth in the Group 3 Cheshire Oaks, not placed in any pattern races then, but the horse Intermission, the mare, did win the Cambridgeshire. Fair play to her. Takes some winning, that race, I'm sure. Big handicap in the UK, that race is. We're now going to take a look at some horses related to the fifth dam of the horse, Peace. Armistice Day, a horse foaled in 1976, sired by Rheingold, out of Peace. Armistice Day raced 21 times in his career, managing to win 9. He was actually in the first 3 in 17 of 21 starts, earning $157,657 in his career. Interesting horse, Armistice Bay. Won the Prix Gontal Biron of 1980. And at 5, Group 1 also won another Group 3, the Prix Exubri, are being placed at Group 1 and Group 2 level in the Prix Gannet Group 1 and the Prix de Harcourt Group 2, as well as winning 2 Group 3 races. The horse was starred in California, Germany as well, but again, I couldn't find any record at all of the horse siring any horses at Aryan pedigree. Another one bred by John Hay Whitney. As Intermission was the fourth dam of the horse. Peacetime, horse foaled in 1979, sired by Nijinsky, out of Peace. Peacetime was only out the first 2 in once of his 7 starts, 3 wins and 3 seconds, and the horse earned $77,047 for his career. Peacetime won the Group 3 Guardian Classic Trial of England. I don't know which one that is now. In 1982, the horse also won the Predominant Stakes at Goodwood and the Valdo Stakes in England before standing at stud in South Africa at some point in his career. And this is one I could find a little bit of evidence to suggest that. Through one of the best stallions in South Africa, Vercingetorix, who is available for 220,000 rand. A lot of money. People will see, if they look, that Peacetime is actually the dam sire of the second dam of Vercingetorix. So from that, we can see that Peacetime foaled 187 horses, 172 of them ran, 123 of them won, and the horse sired 8 stakes winners. So a pretty solid effort from Peacetime there, out in South Africa, playing a part in the pedigree of one of the best stallions out in South Africa, in my opinion. The horse we can take a look at now, I think, is the fifth dam of the horse, Better Together, Peace. A mare foaled in 1966, sired by Claremont, French-bred stallion out of Sunrose, who herself was born in 1960. No record of Peace winning in any of her 4 starts, but she did earn $5,343 in her career. Oh, she was second, actually, in the 1,000 Guineas trial of 1969, trained by Jeremy Tree, and she also won the Blue Seal Stakes in Great Britain, bred by Sir John Musker. So again, even, she had a solid enough career. Second in a trial and winner of a stakes race. So yeah, very interesting line this is. I think if people go back to the historical pedigree, they won't really find much on this line. You'll see that 1P is an interesting line. It's not really, there's Horse Chestnut there, another good South African horse, South African Guineas winner of 1998. But there's Bethwell as well. It's probably worth taking a look at a couple more. But there's our line, you see. You'll see that sometime in 1946, Sunder 1958. If we look at Peace, you'll see that there's sometime is on there. 1946, the second dam of Peace and the 7th dam of our horse, Better Together. But then our line sort of falls off the historical line a bit. It just goes straight to Bethra, who was a Guineas winner. On there, there's sometime there. And Sunder, there's no of our line at all on this session. And Sanelia is, Horse Chestnut is out of a sister to sometime, foaled in 1946. Let's take a look at a couple more that I think it might be worth looking at quickly. Bethra, Marefold in 2007, sired by Marju out of Rev Demand. People will see that Sunder is the fifth dam of Bethra, and that means that the horse we're taking a look at, Suntime, is the sixth dam of Bethra, who won the Irish 1,000 guineas of 2010. Bethra won 3 out of her 5 starts and earned €243,500 for her career. You'll see there she won the Irish 1,000 guineas, and she also won the Group 3 Irish 1,000 guineas trial as well at Leopardstown. Group 1 and Group 3 winner. No evidence there of her being a black type producer. And we're also going to take a look at Armory. Horse foaled in 2017, sired by Galileo out of After. People will see that Peace herself is the sixth dam of Armory, the former Coolmore horse, who raced 16 times in his career, managed to win 5 times, was in the first 3 in 12 of 16 starts, earnings of £995,402. Armory had a decent career, racing in a lot of continents. I think it went to Australia, didn't it? The horse won the Group 2 Futurity Stakes of 2019. The horse won the Group 3 Tyros Stakes of 2019 as well. Horse second in the Group 1 National Stakes and second in the Criterium International as well. As third in the Jean-Luc Lagardère Triple Group 1 placed, Group 2 and Group 3 winning 2-year-old. At 3 in 2020, the horse won the Group 3 Royal Whip Stakes at the Coa and was second in the Cox Plate, that's the race I was on about, at Mooney Valley, and third in another Group 1, the Irish Champion Stakes. And at 4, the horse won another Group 2, won the Huxley Stakes at Chester, and was third in another Group 1 race, the Prince of Wales Stakes. The horse is at stud, believe it or not, in New Zealand, based on probably his runs in the Cox Plate. The horse has gone to stud. The horse is standing at Mapley Stud in New Zealand for a 2024 stud fee of €10,000, 10,000 New Zealand dollars. Sorry, I don't really know if there's any at stud yet. His oldest progeny will be 2-year-olds in 2025, 2026. Commenced stud duties in New Zealand in 2022. So this coming July, this coming August and September, really, might be 2-year-olds by Armory on the track somewhere at this point. I did say we didn't really need to do a historical look at this site, and that's mainly because of this line, and that's mainly because of this horse, Al Musmak, a colt, born in 2021, sired by Knight of Thunder out of Parton. People will see, if they go back far enough, that I think Peace is the seventh dam of it's the sixth dam, of Al Musmak. Got through the horses quite quick on this horse. Al Musmak won 3 out of his 7 starts. In fact, he was in the first 2 in 5 of 7 starts. Earnings of £107,245 Great British pounds. Interesting horse, Al Musmak. I think the horse has now gone to Qatar. At 2, at 2 and 3, the horse was a listed winner. Won the Ascendant Stakes of 2023, and the horse won the Sir Henry Cecil Stakes of 2024. The horse was also placed in the Group 2 Royal Lodge of 2023 as a 2-year-old. I'm fairly certain the horse has gone to Qatar or Saudi Arabia, somewhere like that. I saw it run in one of their cuts. It was also second in the listed Paederi Stakes, which was a very good race, won by Rosalian in 2019. So again, because we've covered Al Musmak in previous Classic Watch videos, I know I didn't say I wasn't going to bang on the pedigree too much. 35 minutes later, and we've only looked at the direct line of this horse better together. If people want to look a more detailed look at the pedigree line 1P, what else we found on this line while looking at Al Musmak, I am able to import a card to Al Musmak into the video, which I will do now to enable people to look at Al Musmak in their own time and watch the video for more 1P horses. What we can do now really is we can close down a few tabs now and think about watching the horse win a couple of French pattern races, which I think is what we are going to do now. If we take a look at the form of the horse better together, you'll see that it took 2 runs to get off the mark over 6 furlongs. It ran on the 30th of 7th, 2024 at Deauville, where the horse was second. And then the horse won on the 20th of the 8th, 2024, back at Deauville, over 6 furlongs. Both occasions on that time, the horse was ridden by Mikhail Barcelona. The horse had a new jockey for her 2 pattern race victories, Alexis Pouchin. We're going to take a look at the first pattern race victory now, which took place on the 3rd of November, 2024, the Prix Sedan in France. The horse had already been up to furlong, from 6 furlongs to 7 furlongs, which is ideal, really, as we head towards the classic trips of a mile and above. So what we can do is we can watch Better Together win the listed Prix Sedan at Deauville, and we can see what we think.
Striding down the back straight, all in. They're off. And Rogue Sensation began well. Silius is right up there. Pale Blue Jacket, Escape City also prominent, followed by Rue de Dom on the inside. Paramecium is handy, would be around about a length or 2 off the leaders. Better Together's in mid-division, chased by Gouffran, further back to Registration, and finally Fly Half. Leaving the back straight, Escape City's the leader by a length to Silius. Rogue Sensation, Better Together, they're following then Paramecium. Round the turn they go. Rue de Dom's on the inside, running rail, followed by Registration and Gouffran, finally Fly Half. Heading now back towards the turn in. Escape City and Silius are the front 2. Rogue Sensation, Red Jacket just behind. Then a wave of 3 with Paramecium 3 wide. Better Together between horses. Rue de Dom's on the rail. Fly Half, Registration and Gouffran are the last few. They're now inside the last 400, heading to the 3. And Escape City, Silius over to the far side. Rogue Sensation with a run. Better Together's a couple of lengths down, heading down towards the last 200 metres. Escape City is trying to see it out here from Rogue Sensation. Rogue Sensation, Christophe Soumillon hits the front narrowly to Escape City. Here comes Better Together to try and pick them all up in the centre. Rogue Sensation, but Better Together's got there. Better Together beats Rogue Sensation. Escape City 3rd and Silius 4th. Better Together wins for the stable of André Tharb. A winner last time, that was back in August on the turf here. And Better Together's come through to deny Rogue Sensation. Big run there from the 6-horse Escape City, and 4th was number 4 Silius. So the results: 7 the winner, Better Together; 2nd number 9 Rogue Sensation; 3rd number 6 Escape City; 4th number 4 Silius; and 5th number 5 Gouffran. Better Together.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty decent performance there from Better Together, it's fair to say. She was definitely headed entering into the final stages, wasn't she? And I thought, although it has to be said, she had the benefit of the rail to help her, I think Alexis Pouchin galvanised a good tune out of the filly there to take out the listed Prix Sedan, a race for 2-year-olds, ran on the Deauville all-weather in November. A pretty consistent start, pretty consistent end to a 2-year-old campaign there, although the race was only rated 98 by the Racing Post. The next race we're going to take a look at is the horse's first reappearance of 2025. Again, that came at the same trip as the last one we looked at, 7 furlongs. And the race, an upped class into the Group 3 Prix Imprudence at Deauville, a race, like I said earlier, formerly held at the now closed track of Maison Lafitte. Very sad that the track has gone. So Better Together was hoping to follow up that listed win on the Deauville all-weather back to the turf in 2025. This is a traditional classic trial, the Prix Imprudence, out in France. And let's see how the horse performed, shall we?
Relax will be the last to move in. And the 9 fillies now set to go for the Prix Imprudence. They're ready, set, racing. From gate 4, Daylight began well with Better Together. Relax shows patient down toward the inside. Cardi comes across the face of the field but does lead quite clearly. In second placing is Daylight. Ironbird in the white cap, blue jacket, white sleeves. Out wider in the red jacket is Lakpar, being tracked along there by Mimos. Relax in the centre, Phrase des Bois, Better Together, and Gouffran. So they've gone past the 1,000, and running along freely is Cardi. Cardi is out by about 5 or 6 lengths. In second placing is Daylight. Lakpar on the outside, Relax in the orange sleeves, black jacket in between runners. Iron Bird closer toward the inside. Phrase des Bois, Better Together. Out wide, white jacket, blue cap of Mimos. And last of all is Gouffran. Racing inside the final 500, down toward the 400. Cardi is beginning to stop, 3 lengths clear. Daylight shaken up, switches toward the inside. On the outside is Lakpar. They were followed by Mimos, and then came Phrase des Bois. Daylight reached the lead. Lakpar tries hard. Coming through in between is Better Together. Toward the inside, Gouffran is running on. Daylight is clear inside the final 100, but needs the winning post. Here is Better Together coming through. She dived through. She grabbed the lead. Better Together got up to score. Better Together ran away and won it by more than a length. Very close second and third between Gouffran, who ran home strongly, and also Daylight in that photo. But number 7, Better Together, Alexei Pushin wins by probably a little bit more than a length over number 1, Gouffran. Augusta Madame, third gain to number 5, Daylight. Miguel Barcelona ahead of 6, followed in by 3.
Again, people have to say, in my opinion, that the races we've just watched this horse win, Better Together, I think they've both been very good performances. You know, you saw there that the connections of Earthlight, the Earthlight side horse, Daylight, they tried to frame the race in the way they wanted, didn't they? Ran their own pacemaker. And their filly came through to take the lead in the closing stages. But again, Better Together, she was always getting there, weren't she? Under what I think was a confident ride by Alexei Pouchan on the day, and I thought that was a very cosy victory in the pre-imprudence. This horse looks decent. You know, we haven't obviously seen many classic winners on the line historically, 1P, that we would like. We had in different areas of it. Paddington was a 1P horse as well, but not in this section. He won the Irish 2,000 guineas the other year. But is this horse a classic horse? Better Together. That's what we try to ask ourselves at the end of every Classic Watch 25 possible video that we do. And the fact that this horse is entered in the 405 at Longchamp, the French 1,000 guineas this coming Sunday, would sort of indicate that there is, unless anything goes wrong, there is a fair chance that people will see this horse on Classic Watch 25 over in the next couple of days. Is the horse good enough to play her part in the race? Well, time will tell. She's certainly a listed and a Group 3 winner. She's gone through very nicely so far in the early pattern. Can she make her mark felt at Classic Company? Time will tell. Right, I think I can afford to leave this video here now. What I can do is I will leave a copy of the Classic Watch 25 Possibles playlist to enable everybody to take a look at every single Classic Watch 25 horse in the process, possibles and confirmed horses who are already on the website. And what else I can do? I can leave you a copy for people who have chosen to watch this video at this stage without subscribing to this channel. Although it's just given 4 classic winners in a week. I mean, why would you not? It gives you an opportunity to make sure that you do not miss any other horses I am interested in by subscribing to the channel and making sure you do not miss any more content by myself. Now, yeah, I think I can leave this video here now. And like I said, all roads now leading to the French 1,000 and 2,000 guineas this coming weekend. Not many days to go at all now. 3 days, 4 days from now, we will know if classicwatch25.great/site.net has managed to take out 6 classics in succession. What the site needs to do is it needs to take out these 2 in order to do that. So it'll be very interesting to see how the site goes. But for now, I think I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic week and upcoming weekend. Look after yourselves and your loved ones. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.